most into it I've ever been, and this is like the best ball I think I've ever played right now is this fall camp. And I've took a lot of steps, especially one of the biggest ones being just in the command of everything, the operation. Not just being a good thrower, but being a good all-around quarterback and being the captain and commander of the offense for sure.
Coach talked about your all's ability to convert those 2-minute situations. What's the key to making sure you are comfortable in those 2-minute situations?
Getting completions and know what you're doing, know where your reads are, know where your eyes are going to go. Just getting completions, getting the playmakers, and letting them do the rest of the work for me.
Do you have any sort of targets that you've become really comfortable with, that you've created a chemistry with?
Hey, starting camp, I knew a few guys from last year, but now it's just like, hey, close my eyes, whoever's out there is fine with me. You know what I mean? You can throw it all around the board. You can put Cam Miller, the true freshman, in, and you can put Jamori in. They're all going to do their thing. You know what I mean? They're all better at certain things, but they're all going to go out there and bust their tail and give it their all. And you know what I mean? Like I said, I can close my eyes. I can have any 4 guys out there, any combination. It don't matter to me. I trust all those guys to go out there and make a play.
Coaches have talked pretty highly of how you performed this fall camp. Is that something that you love to hear, or how do you just respond whenever you are seemingly getting praised every corner?
I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just taking it one step at a time, and you know what I mean. I'm just trying my best and doing the best with what I can and what they give me, and that's all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Trying to be a second extension of Coach Hamden and the offense, and just do what they ask me to do.
Coach just said you and Zach have really been battling. So, how does that? What's the result you want to see from that battle? What do you want to get out of this competition over fall camp?
I'm just excited to be out here and competing. I'm just preparing like I'm going to be the starter. I'm preparing that any point, whenever my time comes, I'm going to be 100% ready. And that's all really I'm thinking about. When my time comes, I'm going to handle the stuff I can handle right now and do the best of what I can do.
Is that hard? Right, so just stay engaged no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's definitely that's a big growth spurt, especially from like last year. You know what I mean? Focusing on the now, not the future. Just doing the best and being the best at what I can now. You know what I mean? Things will fall into place how they need to fall in place. You know what I mean? God's always got a plan. So if I just do the best and try the best at what I can now and do the most of the opportunities they give me, you know what I mean? Things will fall in place how I want them.
Obviously,
because they help in the preparation for. Sorry.
The twos looked really good on Saturday. What's the difference when you're going against the second defense versus when you do get 1 reps out there? Can you tell a difference in the challenge? Or?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys subbing in and out. You know, I don't really pay much attention to it. You know what I mean? I played against our defense long enough now. You know what I mean? I know I'm not gonna look out there and see a guy, safeties, whatever, who's in the game. But it don't really matter to me. I'm trying to, you know what I mean, see what they're doing pre-snap, and then who's really out there. I'm not really paying too much attention to, especially on the defensive side.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
What do you feel like the biggest leap for you has been since maybe back to springtime until now?
Like I was saying a little bit earlier, I think my biggest leap's kind of been, you know what I mean, I've always had a good arm, I've always been a good thrower, but my captain, being a captain of the offense, kind of being the commander of the whole operation, and just taking charge and kind of handling everything. Like I said, being an extension of kind of Coach Hamden and being an extra OC out there on the field, just being able to think and pick his mind and be able to operate his offense.
Have you been able to kind of grow that extension with Coach Hamden through kind of in the film room and studying?
100%. You know what I mean? It's fall camp. You spend so much time together. You know what I mean? We've gotten so close even over last year, and we've gotten so much closer this year. It's just, you know what I mean? It's going to continue to be that way for the years that we're here together. And, yeah, I love what Coach Hamden does. I love everything about how he coaches, what his game plan is, and the offense he's doing. So I'm just trying to be the best I can be out there for him, for sure.
Biggest area of jump you've made from a year ago today to a year now, here we are, is where?
That kind of that command, being that captain, being a leader out there on the field. You know what I mean? Not just being a good thrower, but being a good operator. You know what I mean? Going out there and operating and kind of being a field general.
Biggest changes within the offense, because there's tweaks every year, obviously. Where have you found your niche? Kind of you get more comfortable in what area of the offense you think?
Kind of going off what I just said, just kind of knowing what Coach Hamden's thinking when he calls something. You know what I mean? When he calls a certain play, kind of what do I know he's thinking on this? What's he trying to get out of that? That's where I've tried to be the best at, is trying to I mean, he's calling plays for certain reasons. He wants to get certain things done. So I want to be out there and know what he wants to get done, and just be in the film room with him. Just whatever, spending time with him, you kind of get used to that, and you kind of build that connection more and more.
Have you had situations where you could kind of predict even what he's
For
going to
sure,
be thinking?
especially especially towards the end of here at fall camp, kind of just like knowing like picking, it just depends on the situation, the D&D, all types of stuff. What he's about to call. I feel like as I get out there playing, I get more and more used to like how he wants to call it and what he wants to do in certain situations. So yeah, a little bit. I'm thinking, I hear him call it, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That helps with the speed of the game.
Yeah,
Because everybody
chemistry
young
is one
players
of the
in
biggest things, and that's something we were super focused on this whole off season, this whole camp. We went to that Cedarmore place last week. All stayed in like bunk beds together with all the team. Super fun. We were out there on the lake. Jumping on, it was a ton of fun. I don't know. It was just spending time with the guys. There's tons of guys who came in here from other places that are great dudes, and it's just good to spend time with them. Kind of build that connection, and that chemistry is something that's really unaccounted for a lot of times. The big part of the team.
Has that moment hit where the game has slowed down to the point it's not a whirlwind the way it was maybe as a freshman?
Yeah, no, for sure. That's something I try to continue, I think, as I grow my knowledge in the game, especially mentally. That part of my game will continue to grow and everything will continue to slow down, but that's a really big jump I've made, especially from last year, is how in control and how much more comfortable I am with everything.